Okay, cool. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, nice and crisp. All right, cool. Hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Hey, welcome back. We are KUGR Sports, and my name is Peyton Yager. I'm here with
Connor Seuferling.
and Connor. How are we feeling about the Cougars? How are we
The
doing?
Cougs recently, they've been on a little bit of a down streak. After starting off the season really great, getting 6-2 in October. November just hasn't quite gone their way. 1-3 in the last 4 games, and a couple of sweeps against them against the best teams in the conference. So I think this is going to look to be a bounce back game for the Cougs as they take on one of the mid-tier lower teams in the WCC. And then for Pacific's 14-9 right now, and they've been going back and forth with the losses recently. I mean, over the last 6 to 7 games, I mean, it's just been a win, a loss, a win, a loss, and we just keep going back and forth. So it'll be really interesting to see how they play. Started the season off 10-2, now 4-7 in conference play. So it's going to be an interesting matchup.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I know that that both Wazoo and Pacific are coming off of losses.
Correct.
So this is both a major game as far as momentum swing, for sure.
Absolutely. So we'll be looking to see what happens between both these teams. Should be a very interesting WCC matchup. And what did you see for the key players from WSU?
So on the Wazoo side of the ball, obviously, you have your older, more experienced players, Sage Brewstad, #1 in the WCC for aces and aces per set. So that's going to be a huge thing for the Cougs, is to keep up with that service pressure. Right?
Absolutely.
As well as Katie Ryan, who's just eating it up right now with the kills, right? Doing well with kills, and has a lot of points. Right, so it's really cool to see some of these more experienced players take the lead.
Yep, she's been doing a great job this season. I just talked to freshman Breckencheck the other day on the court, and she was telling me it's been tough coming back from a shoulder surgery over the offseason. But she's just been playing great, swinging hard, being a leader out there for the team, and those qualities just really show through all the time. I've been very impressed with the way she's been playing this season, and I think she could be a sneaky dark horse for that player of the year in the conference for sure.
For sure.
And then what about on the Pacific side? What have you seen?
On the Pacific side, you know who we have to talk about, right? I mean, everyone knows Alexa Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards is the name in the conference.
Yep. Yeah, #1 in kills and kills per set by a very large margin. So that's definitely the Cougars' game plan, is to make sure they can kind of neutralize her. So that'll be interesting to see how that happens.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to a great matchup between these two teams that are about middle of the pack in the conference, and we look forward to some class action here. And we'll be back on KUGR Sports shortly after this break.
Welcome back. We are just getting underway here at Bowler Gym.
Pacific Tigers and the Washington State Cougars getting ready for some action here. Alexa Edwards and Katie Ryan getting ready to face off on that front line. Two of the best in the conference on the attack. This should be an exciting matchup between these teams.
As we're seeing Emma Barbero hype up her team. Love to see it. Get some energy in the building. Not that the crowd isn't completely energized, but why not have a little more?
Exactly, right? Exactly. Jaden Walls is going to start in place of Italia Bernal tonight. Brecken Scheck is going to be up in the front with Sage Brustad, Katie Ryan, and Taryn Vreeling in the back. Looking at a strong matchup here. And we're about to get underway.
And here we go. And Pacific is going to slam, and very first point goes to Pacific. What an absolute kill right there.
Jaden Walls just couldn't quite get there. Put her arms fully stretched out, put in some good effort, but just couldn't quite get to it.
1-0 Pacific. Number 21 is to serve.
Jalen Swain on the serve.
And over by Brustad. Pacific to return. Oh, and Walls just could not get to it. So close to a dig. But this will be 2-0 Pacific to start us off here.
That was a great dump there by, I believe, Emily Van Groningen. What an excellent shot there. She's been great for the Pacific team all year.
And Jalen Swain to kick us off, point 3. Walls to Katie Ryan. And what a block. The team up between Katie Ryan and looks like Brecken Scheck.
Man, Katie Ryan and Brecken Scheck both showing off their height there. Those two have a special relationship. Freshman and senior, they've just coexisted so well, even besides the age gap.
For sure. And served by Brustad over to Pacific. They're going to put it into play. Walls out to Ryan, and with the kill. What a point.
Katie Ryan gets her first kill on the board. Excellent work there using the opposite hand.
And you got to love to see a kill that, the ball will end up in the stands.
Exactly.
Right?
That
Just
shows the extra power, right?
Oh, for sure. And Brustad to serve. And 15 up to 2. Vreeling with the recovery to Walls, back to Vreeling. And almost kept it alive, but was unable to do so. Looks like that'll be error on the side of the Cougars. We have a 3-2 ball game right now in favor of Pacific.
Just couldn't quite get the communication right on that one. The Walls-Vreeling connection just couldn't quite connect the way they wanted it to.
And Brustad up to Walls. Pacific looking to answer back, and no, they cannot do it. That will be point Cougars.
Looked like Alexa Edwards just missed on that swing. Just didn't hit quite the way she wanted to. Hit the net at an awkward angle and went out of bounds. Cougs catch a break.
Here's Barbero with the serve. And what a block. Are you kidding me? Lucy Bleshkova.
That was excellent.
That was nice.
The Czech Republic player there just going up and over. She's been like that all season, leading this Cougs team in blocks by a lot. She's been fantastic. That's her 91st block on the season.
And we are underway. Serve. Number 8 trying to put it in play. Nope. Back to Pacific. Blocked by Vreeland. And
great effort there by Alexa Edwards. Swung with that left hand, or right hand actually, and just had a lot of power behind that one. She's showing why she is the leader in the conference in kills and points. Just an excellent all-around player, and something Pacific needs in a year in which they've been very up and down.
And Edwards to serve. Back up. Vreeling. Whoa, what a kill. But saved. Pacific keeps it in play. Edwards puts it back over. Katie Ryan with the kill. There it is.
Did just enough there to get it past the libero on the Pacific side. Looks like Katie Ryan's going to sub out early just to give that arm a rest.
And she is subbing in Logan Golden, who will be serving up next. Cougars up 5-4.
Looking to get some experience in that serve.
Oh, and that's an error you just hate to see. Going right into the net. That will be Tigers' point.
Yeah, for as good as the Cougs have been this season on service aces, with Sage Brewstad leading the conference in aces, they just give up a lot of errors on between her other teammates, and you just hope that would translate over, but it just doesn't quite. So Brewstad leading the way on those serves, but the rest of the team just can't quite pick it up.
And put in the air, Vreeling. Oh, up into the rafters, and Pacific keeps it alive. Edwards is gonna put it back over. Bump set, spike by Vreeling, and not quite. This will be point Tigers. Looks like it bounced off the net there. Might have shanked out of play.
Yep, just not quite what they wanted there. A little bit of an error. Pacific again catching a break. Tigers up 6-5.
Dylan Gilkey to serve. Oh, and immediately put back by Jaden Walls. What a play. What a heads-up play.
I know, that was impressive. I mean, Walls is only 5'7", but she really got up there, just showing a little bit of a vertical there. A little bit of bunny hops in those legs.
And the quick thinking, too.
Yeah, great dump, great touch.
Definitely a bang-bang play.
Excellent.
Vreeling to serve. Oh.
That was low.
And just as we said, that is another service error. So, again, that's kind of been the storyline of the Cougs this year, is just trying to overcome. Yes, you might have tons of aces, but the errors, they completely negate them.
Absolutely.
Pacific to serve.
Net
neutral. Put it up to Walls, and Brewstad with the kill. Nice bump set spike for the Cougs. And we are going to see a sub out from Barbaro, and it looks like Brecken Sheck will take her place.
Easy peasy for Brewstad. The Queen of Aces just continues to show off that arm strength. She doesn't pack a ton of punch in the muscle tone, but goodness, I mean, her technique is on point.
Oh.
Great shot there by Pacific.
And immediately was served by, I believe,
that was Darina Kamenuva on the slam there. Excellent work. Critical piece for this roster.
Megan Nishimura to serve. And, looking like Pacific doing their best Wazoo impression. They're going to give up that point due to a service error. Yep. So it will go right back to the Cougs. We are going to see Jaden Walls serving here. 8-8, tie game.
Seen 3 total errors so far. We'll see what happens next.
Oh, and tried to be saved. Looks like that might have been Brewstad that got a hand on it, but just launches that at play. That will be the Tigers' point.
Margarita Gianni packing a lot of punch behind that one. Brewstad was there, but just couldn't quite get the right angle on it. Coach Corey Schrader talks about the need to cup those hands in the right shape and really formulate the block. A lot of technique that goes into it and just couldn't quite get it right. And
served. Bump set. Spike looking for, what a block by Brecken Sheck.
Excellent work getting her 6'2", 6'3" frame up there. She's been excellent as a freshman, won WCC Freshman Player of the Week earlier this year. She's shown some promise, and I like the way she's been playing this year.
Here comes Brewstad with the serve. Pacific
Great
dumps it over. Whoa, what a save by Walls. Over to Vreeling. Vreeling's going to tap it over. And 8-9 to Sheck. What a putback. And it is a net battle right now. Back and forth before Brewstad ends the point. What a kill.
Brewstad, excellent work on that slam there. She just came from the middle of the floor, looked in great position, knew where to be. Got an excellent set there from, I believe, Italia Bernal, and just knew what to do with it. Actually, that assist was from Jaden Walls. What a play by her.
Brewstad to serve. And blocked by Sheck.
Sheck and Ryan just putting up a formidable duo there. They haven't needed anything for Lucy Blashkova yet. Excellent work there on the front.
For sure is looking like the Great Wall of Cougs, at least early. So the Cougs will take an 11-9 lead.
Yeah, we like to say they have a crimson red brick wall up there.
And kill. Oh, saved by Barbero.
Great work getting an elbow on that
Ryan
one.
putting it back into play. And Sheck puts it back over. Pacific tries to kill it, and they will do.
Excellent work on the outside there. Pacific playing with poise, not letting the strong attack of the front line of WSU phase them, and they're just returning the favor consistently. Excellent work by the Pacific offense.
Also not letting the crowd phase them. They're dancing over there on the sideline, you know, trying to pump each other up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a busy night here in Bowler.
Walls to Ryan, and Ryan puts it away. Goodness me, what a kill.
Yeah, Ryan's experience is showing through there. Excellent work to know where the ball needs to go. She loves painting those corners, and with 4 years of experience now, she just has very strategic placement.
Barbero to serve. And bump set, spike, and again, we see it time and time again. Katie Ryan and Sheck.
The point went to the Tigers there for a violation, unfortunately. Edwards just enough to cause an issue on the Cougars' end. And Edwards will be back to serve.
And saved by Vreeling to Walls. Back to Vreeling. Oh, and there it is with the kill. That ball is long gone. Gone somewhere in the hallways of Bowler.
Yeah, gone out of nowhere. From all the games I've observed in Bowler this season, Vreeling's just all power. She doesn't even need to worry about placement. She just swings that arm back, 360 rotate, and she locks a lot of power in that swing.
And Pacific immediately able to put that point away.
That's one of the rare ones to get past Lucy Blashkova. She leads this team in blocks, and she's just been excellent with a 6'5" height stand. She's just amazing up front ever since she's started this season.
Dylan Gilkey to serve. And put up. Looks like Blashkova puts it into play. Oh, before Pacific ends up killing it right on back. And just like that, we have a tie game again.
Margarita Gianni was again on that one. Excellent work to get up high and get that thing over. That's going to be her second kill of the game. She's perfect on the hitting percentage so far.
And Golden to Walls and back to Vreeling. Saved by Pacific. Pacific now on the time to attack. Oh, Walls, what a block. And Pacific trying again and was able to do so. Barbero was not quite able to bump that into play, and we will see a Tigers lead here.
Great job by Zoe John there. She's been great for this team, and she's plays up front really well. I've been impressed with the way she's been playing in WCC play, and she's a little bit of an underrated player.
And Walls over to Sheck. Nope, sorry, Blashkova. Pacific on the attack still, and Blashkova puts it away. What a block.
Great team effort to keep it alive there. The Cougs looked a little frantic, but they just managed to keep that thing in and play it really smart. This team communicates super well, especially behind the leadership of the libero, Emma Barbero.
And Taryn Vreeling to serve. Pacific on the attack. Oh, what a play by Golden. Able to keep that in. Continuing to bounce around. And Brewstad, oh, what a kill, but they are able to save it. Looks like Edwards is going to keep it into play.
They've been impressive with that tonight.
Walls and Bleshkova unable to keep it in on the kill.
Just wide. The Cougs did everything right there in that situation, playing it really smart, keeping that ball up high. Brewstad had a great hit, but Bleshkova just couldn't finish. I don't think the experience hits her as well yet. Of course, over the years, she should be a staple for this Cougs team as long as she doesn't transfer. But she's been a great player so far, and she'll look to those leaders like Sage Brewstad and Katie Ryan to carry the way.
For sure, yeah. And it looks like our first timeout has arrived, and Tigers are up 15-14. So close one here in Bowler.
We'll be back shortly after this timeout. You're listening to KUGR Sports, and we'll be right back.
And welcome back to Bowler. Pacific is ready. They are going to be serving with Jenna Heller. Up 15-14.
Just getting first set action underway. Cougs looking to gain some momentum here.
And Heller to serve. To Golden. Walls to Brewstad, and immediately spikes it, and that will be a kill for Brewstad.
Yeah, that trio right there just has the tenacity, and they've got the formula down. Obviously, nice simple little dig into set, into spike, and they just, I mean, they've done it so many times. They know what they're doing out there.
Bleshkova to serve. Pacific, bump set, spike, and that's going to be a kill by Darina Kumanova.
Kumanova, the leader in aces on this team, but she doesn't just do that. She does a little bit of everything for this team. The Bulgarian native. As a grad student, she has a lot of experience for a team that is experienced overall.
And oh, that's going to be a service error for the Tigers by Megan Nishimura. So 16-16 tie game. Walls is back to take the lead for the Cougs. And good serve
Good
by
save
Walls.
there.
Good save, better save by Pacific. Barbero to Katie Ryan. Oh, and just couldn't quite get it over the net.
She just didn't swing quite right on that one. Ryan looked like she was in prime position. Coach Corey Schrader doesn't look too happy about that one. She knows Ryan can do a little bit better than that.
And Swain to serve.
Still a close game.
Brewstad to Walls. Back to Brewstad. Taps it over. Unfortunately not able to trick Pacific as they go on the attack, but it doesn't matter. The kill will go out of bounds. Point Cougars.
Cougs needed to catch a break on that one. They've been struggling to play defense these last few points, so to see it go long and catch a little bit of a break is really helpful. Hopefully this team can gain some momentum going forward.
And Brewstad to serve. Pacific. I was going to tap it over, saved by Katie Ryan. To Walls, to Vreeling. Oh, and it's a net war here. Katie Ryan is going to get the kill on that one. good job keeping that up when at the net.
You're right about it being a net war. They jousted up there for quite a bit. Those two front lines are just so competitive. Strengths of both these teams.
And Brewstad to serve. Tapped over by Pacific, and unfortunately, Barbero is not able to get the dig. Good effort, though.
Yeah,
Really
she put it all on
play.
the floor there. She laid out quite a bit. She's been known to do that. Defensive player of the week in the first week of the season. She's such a presence out there, but just couldn't quite get there.
And Kumanova to serve for Pacific. Tie game 18-18. Walls to Ryan. Sheck. And was unable to get it over the net. So this will be a Pacific Tigers lead, and timeout has been called.
Corey Schrader needed to talk with this team, get some identity put back in this team, a little bit of confidence, and we'll see what happens next when we come back from this timeout. You're listening to KUGR Sports, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to KUGR Sports here at Bowler Gym. We have a 19-18 Pacific Tigers lead over the Cougars. And we're going to have Darina Kumanova to serve us off here. And Sheck to Walls to Ryan. Oh, the right idea, but was unable to get the kill down. So that will be just wide. And now a 2-point lead for the Tigers.
That's the second time she's done that tonight, just slightly missing on that outside. I think the Cougs could benefit from just scooting in a little bit on that right side there. Cleans things up on painting those corners. Like you said, right idea, but just not quite there.
And good eyes by Weronika Wojtlaya. I probably butchered that name, but that's all right.
That's a mouthful. Weronika Wojtlaya. She's from Poland. Great judgment. I thought that was going to be in, but just barely on the end line.
So a service error for Pacific has opened the door for the Cougs. What can they do here?
Keep it alive. Kept it alive.
Brewstad able to just get it out of there after chaos ensues. Oh, what a block by Leshkova. And that's a tie game.
Barbero just jumping into the arms of Leshkova after that amazing block. She knows what an effort she put in there. Excellent job to bounce back after the timeout, get a couple of points to go their way, and now you got a tie ball game, 20-20.
There you go.
Minute and a half media timeout here. We'll be back again on KUGR Sports shortly.
Welcome back to Bowler as we are underway here. This 2020 ball game, and the Cougs will be serving with Emma Barbero. And Pacific on the attack. Oh, not quite. Looks like Sheck tried to block that, but unable to.
Veronica Vojalia trying to get in on the action there. She's missed a couple blocks early. She hasn't seen a lot of action in this game and in racing games, so looking to get back in rhythm.
And Edwards with the serve. Walls to Katie Ryan. Oh, what a dig by Barbero to Walls to Brewstad. Is it in? Is it in? It is.
Just
What a
barely
kill.
got in on the end line there. Great shot. Nothing the Pacific backline could do there. Edwards and the Swain doing their best to get back there, but just not quite. And it looks like we're going to go into another timeout. The refs are going to discuss and look over to review. It was a close ball. We'll see what happens on the call. Do you think that thing was in or not quite?
Really painted the line, You know, maybe call me optimistic, but I'd say that's in.
Yeah, I think Brewstad just had an excellent hit there, and I don't think you can do much about that if you're the Tigers defense. So we'll see what they say on the call. Official review, and we'll be right back when the call comes back. All right, and we're back. Point win to the Cougs, just as we thought here on the broadcast. Again, great job by Sage Brewstad to keep that thing in.
And Logan Golden here to serve, 21-21. And Pacific. Oh, wow. What a block. That's Lucy Blashkova doing what she does best. Before, you guessed it, another timeout.
Both teams using a lot of timeouts here. Obviously had the challenge in between there, but I think these two teams are really locked in for the set. Matters a lot. Obviously starting the first set off strong is the way to go. Seen a lot of Cougar matches this season where the first set really set the tone. Not that they haven't come back, but winning those first sets has really helped them get along, as it would for any team. And again, another timeout. Coaches will talk it over, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back. We have a 22-21 Cougar ball game, and Golden will kick us underway. And Golden to Walls, over to Ryan, blocked by Pacific. Walls keeps it up, before Veronica able to hit it over, and it is in. Pacific with the kill. A very well-placed cross.
Excellent work there by Van Groningen to just get it in on the backside. Great placement. Got a little bit lucky that she got that deflection at the end, but she knows what she's doing. Very experienced player, junior middle blocker. All WCC honorable mention last year. This team is definitely promising.
22-all. Gilkey to serve. Walls over to Veronica. Oh, almost blocked by Bleshkova and Walls before, the Cougs attempt to kill it, and it looks like that will be just out.
Again, giving up another crucial point. The Cougs can't afford to have mistakes like that late in the set. It's just a 1-point game.
While it's the first set, you got to play like every single point matters, especially when it is a 1-point game.
Right. Again, another timeout. Coaches talk it over. Should be some critical points. We'll be back once again. Back to the action here. Close game, 23-22. Tigers up.
Dylan Gilkey to serve. And Barbero gets it up over the Walls.
Ooh.
And Veronica puts it over. Pacific dumps it right back. Walls to Bleshkova. Pacific is not fooled. There's Bleshkova again to Walls. Back, and we will have Veronica Vadula with the put away.
Getting her first point on the board tonight. Important to get that momentum going. She struggled on a couple blocks up front, so it's nice to see her getting in the action there on the offense.
And speaking of Vodula, she's the one to serve. And Pacific, attempting a monstrous kill, but just going to go out. Looks like good eyes by, I think that was Shep.
Yep, great job getting out of the way. Set point here. Important point for the Cougs.
And Pacific, they will kill it, and it will be Pacific point 24-24.
Barbero is a little slow to get up. She had a hard fall there. Veronica's going to come out. Vreeling's going to come in. Getting some power to hopefully put this set away. It's a tie game now. We could see this thing get drawn out. Great job by Pacific to keep this thing alive.
And Heller to serve for Pacific. Barbero over the Walls. Oh, and what a fake. Instead of setting it, she decides to go. To just try and loft it over, and sure enough, perfect place ball. Works like a charm.
Excellent work there. Walls just has impressive ability to get some good touch on there. Cougs looking to put it away.
And Bleshkova to serve. Oh, and a miscommunication by Pacific.
And that's going to be set for the Cougs.
Wow, what a mental error.
Just couldn't quite figure it out on the front line. Way to finish by WSU. Again, catching a little bit of a break. Not the cleanest of sets, but they just did it. Got the job done behind some of that veteran leadership. A good all-around performance from this team. Brewstad and Katie Ryan, of course, leading the way. Brewstad 5 kills, Ryan 4. Excellent work, great hitting percentage for the two. I really like Jaden Walls' effort in that set. She's not generally a big kill getter, especially with her height and playing in the back quite a bit. But she's played up front a couple times, been very active around the net, jousting with the Tigers front line, and she's just showing why that experience matters so much. Great effort there all around.
And Bowler Gym is rocking.
Getting that important first set. We saw 6 Cougs with kills in the first set. Like I said, great all-around effort. I didn't feel like we saw a lot of Alexa Edwards. I was a little surprised. She's such an offensive presence. Where do you think she went in that first set?
I think she ran home. I think the Cougs have done a good job of neutralizing her. And despite it being a close game, she's going to have to show up if Pacific wants to keep this thing going.
Yeah, showing a little bit of that defensive identity. There isn't a huge size difference between these two teams, but I think there's a little bit of an intimidation difference. Again, like I said earlier, that Cougs front line playing like a crimson brick red wall, doing a great job up front. Oh, we're going to go to the set break here. Second set will come underway after a very tight first set that went into extra points, and we'll be right back.
And welcome back to KUGR Sports here in Bowler. The Cougs just took the first set in a very narrow fashion, 26-24. And now it is time to see if Pacific, serving first, can answer.
After a very tight, a little bit of a chaotic first set, Tiger is going to look to set the tone to start. They definitely need this second set. Once the Cougs get out to a second set, they tend to put a lot of momentum in. They have let a couple two-set leads go to waste this year. But again, the experience of this team tends to push them through.
And you just can't help but feel like losing to that close of a set, it hurts even more.
It's a little bit
you
crushing.
Definitely need a little bit of momentum going here. Brewstad puts it over. Pacific looking to answer back. That red wall we keep describing, able to keep it on the Pacific side. Barbero to Walls. Katie Ryan. And good job by Pacific keeping that in play. Oh, but unable to get it over the net that time. Point Cougars.
Just looks like the couple setters there, Heller and Gilkey, couldn't quite get what they wanted there. Just Heller. Heller's been great the past couple of seasons. A little bit of a rare mistake there for her. Look to bounce back on this next point.
Brewstad to serve. Oh, and there's one of the mental errors we keep talking about. Brewstad might have a lot of aces and the whole team altogether. But That's the third, if I'm not mistaken, Cougar
Uh-huh.
service error.
Brewstad's a little bit of a risk taker on the serves. I think despite her leading the conference in aces, she also has a lot of errors as well.
And speaking of Brewstad, the serve goes right to her. Back to Walls, to Vreeland, and in the rafters, but Pacific able to keep it in play. And, oh, the block by Sheck.
Point's still going to go to the Tigers.
Unable to go back into play, so the point will go to the Tigers indeed.
Block error. Edwards had just enough power on that one to get herself to 3 kills. She's got a few more digs than kills tonight.
And
good all-around effort.
Swain to serve. And Katie Ryan puts it over for the Cougs. Oh, what a kill by Darina Kumanova.
Miss hit there for Jaden Walls, the grad student transfer from Bowling Green. I loved her first set performance, but she just couldn't quite get underneath that one. Another error from the Cougs. 3-1 start for the Tigers.
And Swain to serve. Brewstad able to keep it in play. Oh, and a diving attempt by Vreeling, but unable to keep it.
Back-to-back errors from the Cougs there. That time, Sage Brewstad just couldn't receive it properly. That's been a couple of times this set already that they couldn't get underneath it the way they wanted to. I know Coach Schrader's going to be looking to clean that up. Again.
Oh, and another error. This time Barbero unable to handle that serve properly.
Especially for the libero, who that's just, I mean, one of their main jobs is to be in that middle, get the digs. That's why she's the digs leader on this team, serving as a defensive specialist, and just couldn't quite get it done again. Cougs better turn this around.
And while the serve wasn't entirely powerful, I mean, you got to think that it builds the ego of the Pacific server.
Confidence.
Yeah, for sure.
Edwards.
And Brewstad, able to save it. Pacific on the attack again. And number 8, that is Emily Van Groningen, able to get that kill.
Groningen gets herself up to a team leading 5 kills, tied with one of her fellow teammates in Darina Kumanavo. Great effort there. She's been excellent this season. An all-WCC honorable mention last year out of Ripon, California. Great effort there by the middle blocker. Love to see the effort go around for this whole Tigers team. We're going to head to a timeout real quick. I'm Connor here with Peyton, and just stay tuned. We'll be back on KUGR Sports.
And welcome back to Bowler. The Tigers have taken an early lead in set 2, 6-1. And here's Swain for the Tigers to serve.
5-0 Tigers run.
And there's the answer. Are you kidding me?
It's ended right there. Excellent work. Was that Veronica on that one?
That was Veronica, yeah.
Excellent work by Veronica. Love the way that she's trying to get herself active to build some momentum. That's a couple kills now for the Polish native.
Barbero to serve. Kept alive by Pacific. Edwards blocked and tapped
Excellent
over.
dig.
There it is, tapped over by Bleshkova. And Pacific unable to handle it. So now we might see a little bit of a momentum switch is what it's looking like.
Absolutely. They've been playing much more cohesive the past couple of points. Interesting. Swain put in some great effort there, but she just couldn't quite get underneath it. It'll be interesting to see how they split time between Nishimura and Swain over the rest of the set.
And Swain keeps the serve alive. Walls up in the air. Pacific able to, no. It looks like that was Kumanova that was unable to keep the shot into play. And that will be the third straight Cougar point.
Just long. Way to turn it around so far. Good judgment by that back line. Barbero knows when that thing's going out.
And Barbero serves Kumanova. Put over, and Barbero to Ryan. Tapped over. Oh my goodness. The trickery from Katie Ryan. Able to last second tap it over, and the libero unable to recover. So that will be the fourth straight Cougar point.
Excellent work. She's got the touch like no other player besides Edwards in the WCC. She's been amazing this year.
Barbero to serve. And Edwards, oh, what a powerful kill, but the Cougars keep it alive. Barbero puts it back over to the Pacific side. And, oh, the Cougar wall. Oh, didn't need to block it. It appears as if Edwards' shot was out.
That was excellent work. That Cougar point all started with the ability of that defense to get a dig there on the outside. I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Breckenscheck that got herself out there and put her hand underneath it, kept it alive. Barbero got it over the net. It did just enough to keep the play going. Excellent team effort, and we've been seeing that all season from this Cougar team. Love the way that they're able to communicate between each other, play team defense, and keep this Tigers team on their toes. So back-to-back 5-0 scoring runs. Pacific started off with that first 5-0 run. Cougs respond back. Interesting way to start off the set as we get to 6-6. Headed to a timeout here, and we'll be back in just a moment.
And welcome back. We have a tied game with a momentum switch in favor of the Cougs. Barbero to serve. Pacific looking to hit it over. Oh, and what a kill. That was Emily Van Groningen.
Again, getting in the action. She's been excellent up front so far. One of the tallest members of the team, showing off that height. She's been matching the way Katie Ryan's been playing tonight. Good work. 6 of 12 so far on the kill attempts, and good stuff there.
Kuman over to serve. Walls, Katie Ryan. Oh, with a little bit of a push. So again, this is 2 points in the last, it couldn't be more than 5 or 6, that Katie Ryan getting super crafty there at the net.
Got a couple kills to set. Again, the touch. She's been relying less on that powerful swing and been putting over some dumps. Great way to see her mix it up and challenge this Tigers defense. Golden back to serve.
Swing keeps the serve alive. And, oh, there's the block from Bleshkova. Looks like Bleshkova and I believe Walls were in on that one together to be the red wall.
Again, I can't say it enough. I love the way that Walls is playing above, up to her fellow teammate Bleshkova's height. Excellent work there. And there you go. Service ace, Sage Brewstad.
Looks like Swain just unable to handle that serve. Very very rare mistake by the Tigers. But nonetheless, 9-7 Cougs. After the 1-6 start, it's encouraging to see the Cougars.
That was a golden service ace. Apologies on that one. Golden playing well.
And Edwards kept alive by Brustad. Walls. And Vreeling with the power. Pacific keeps it in play. Oh, the effort by Walls. Brustad. And an attempt by Veronica, but unable to get over the net. So the Tigers will take a point on there.
Veronica's been doing her best tonight, trying to get in on the action, play aggressive. Again, I like her effort out there, but she just can't quite get there. Hitting percentage isn't great, just over 0.1. See if she can fix that. Good judgment again by Barbero.
And again, Pacific doing their very best Cougar impression on a service air. Looks like Veronica back to serve.
Cougs playing well in the middle of the set. Wow.
Oh my goodness. And Walls combined with Blushkova again. Looking like an absolute unstoppable force there.
Again, Blushkova, about the 4th to 5th range of the conference. Probably should be higher with the way she's been playing this season. Just a couple of down games. This is not one of those down games for Blushkova. Signature performance there.
Absolutely not. I agree. And Pacific on the attack. And almost kept alive by
Golden. Golden almost got her foot underneath it.
That's Golden.
Reeling's going to come back in for Veronica. Again, get some power back in there. Interesting lineup set up here. A couple of shorter members of the team. But still got some heavy experience in there as Katie Ryan takes a rest.
Gilkey to serve for the Tigers. Brustad unable to put it away. Kept alive by Golden. And it just looks like a mistimed jump by Blushkova. Very rare error.
Yeah, she's so tall. She's got a lot of height. Usually she doesn't have to get that much of a power in her leap. But again, like you said, just missed times. Hand also missed it. And an unfortunate error for the Cougs, but they still hold on to the lead.
Dylan Gilkey to serve again. Vreeling keeps it up to Walls. And again, we see the craftiness of Walls. Between Walls and between Katie Ryan.
Love how clever she's been playing tonight. Honestly, she's been such an underrated member of this team, one of the most experienced, as I believe a grad student. She's just been fantastic. Love, again, to see her playing active at the net.
And Pacific on the attack, kept alive by Golden. Walls, Brustad. Saved by Edwards. And almost saved by Blushkova. Would have been an absolutely incredible dig, but unable to get her hands under it.
Did her best job to get underneath that, but just an even better hit from Groningen. She's been all over the place tonight, doing a great job leading the Pacific Tigers attack. Edwards has been a little bit quiet, so taking her place.
Jenna Heller to serve for Pacific. And Brustad, there it is. There's the kill. Bounce off a Pacific defender and out of bounds.
Does just enough to get it past Zarina Kumanova. Good work by Brustad. She's been a little bit quiet this set. Cougs hopefully looking to get her more involved here.
And Walls to serve. Barely bounces over. Could have been another error. Kept alive by Walls. And bounced over by Katie Ryan. And blocked by Brustad.
That point was all Walls and Barbero. After the Tigers received it and got off that first offensive, Walls just did an excellent job leaping after getting her fist underneath that ball. Barbero got the second touch, and Cougs finished strong.
14-11. Cougars up. And tapped over by Pacific. but well read by Walls. Over to Katie Ryan, and she is going to tap it over, and this time win the point for the Cougs.
Katie Ryan to 7 kills now, playing very efficiently. Love what I've seen from her tonight. It was a great job by Coach Corey Schrader to get her out for about 5 to 6 points there, get her some rest, and get her back in the action.
And Swain for Pacific able to keep it alive. Oh, number 10 almost able to get an awesome kill, unable to do so. And the Cougs will hit it out wide.
Again, WSU tried to get the defensive effort there. They did a decent enough job, normally safe under any situation. But Margarita Gianni just packed so much punch behind that one. That was one of the strongest hits I've seen tonight. Excellent effort there on the attack. Just her second kill.
This will be served by Megan Nishimura.
Excellent serve there by Nishimura, the Honolulu native.
Hoping to replicate what she has just done. It is a 15-13 ball game.
Reeling just didn't know how to respond to that serve. Great job. Just the second or third ace from the Tigers tonight.
And Nishimura. And Brewstad with a kill attempt. Swain up to Edwards, and point Pacific.
Edwards got the job done there. This Tigers team doesn't rely as much on the positioning or on the strategic placement of the ball. But similar to the way the Cougs play in terms of players like Reeling and Brewstad, just got so much power in those swings.
And Nishimura to serve. Walls, Katie Ryan in position. Taps it over, but read like a book by Pacific. Barbera, Walls, and it looks as if it'll be point Cougars. That look like a violation to you? Or?
Yep, a little bit of an error, attack error in the middle there. Got the wrong touch on it. Cougs catch a break, looking to continue some momentum. Pacific narrows it down a little bit, 14-16, but Cougs still have a chance to pull away.
Brewstad to serve. Kept up by Swain. Oh, what a dig by Walls. And an ill-placed ball by Kumanova will mean point Cougars. 3-point lead.
Kumanova second on the team in kills for the Tigers tonight. Just couldn't quite get the right placement on that one. Looks like it hit the outside part of her hands and just sailed wide. Again, Cougs catch another break. Very necessary for a team that's been playing up to the Cougs talent level. So great work by both teams. Cougs keeping it competitive, or Tigers keeping it competitive, but Cougs still holding the lead, and they'll look to continue some momentum after this timeout. Greg Gibbons going to talk it over with this Tigers team as they look to come back. We'll be right back on KUGR Sports after this timeout.
And welcome back. We have a 17-14 point lead for the Cougars. And you just can't help but feel like the Tigers right now, they need to come up with something and come up with something fast. Because the second the Cougars take a 2-0 set lead, it's looking a lot less likely.
Yeah, they're only down by 3, but a couple of attack errors recently. Cougs doing just enough to play the offense the way they want to.
And, oh, there it is again.
And there's the Tigers break that they needed.
A Brewstad service error. Looked as if it was very, very close. Almost an ace, but good eyes by the the Tigers to sniff that one out and come up with another point.
Swain's been back to serve a lot tonight. We'll see what she can do here.
Brustad walls and pushed over by Veronica. And Edwards, with a dig, but again, that red wall from the Cougs. But unable to replicate it. They're able to keep it on the Pacific side for just a bit, but it's only a matter of time before Veronica Edwards and the Pacific Tigers end up putting the ball back on the Cougs side.
Edwards got the power behind it again. Just a mistimed hit, bounced between Ryan and Walls.
Brustad keeps the serve from Swain alive. And Sheck, with the put down.
Great work by Brecken. Just forming her hands in the right way, getting her fingertips around the ball and just pushing it down, just like you said. Sheck's learned a lot in this first season with the Cougs, and I've liked the way she's played the net a couple of times, not relying on big swings, but rather dumps and a little bit of pat down on the side.
So 2-point lead for the Cougars, 18-16. And Barbero back to serve. And Edwards, Katie Ryan sniffs out but it's not enough. Veronica tried to save it. Very chaotic point.
Good effort there. Yeah, the Cougs have put themselves in a couple of situations here where they just can't quite get underneath the ball the way they want to. Normally this team plays very well positioned, plays like a veteran team. Obviously, they've got some very experienced players. That was just a little bit of an unforced error, and I've seen this a few times in the past couple sets, which I really think is why the Tigers are keeping it so close. Credit to the Tigers, the way they've been playing. Groningen and Edwards, obviously Edwards, the marquee player in this conference. She's actually 8th in the nation in kills right now. Quite impressive. Historic season for her in the Tigers program. But between the two of them, they've been playing excellent. But the Cougars' overall effort, to me, has been quite a little bit more cohesive. So the Tigers are catching a lot of breaks in terms of these errors, and hopefully Gibbons can instill some confidence in this team and build some momentum back going forward. Going to come out of the timeout here in just a second.
It looks like Kumanova for the Tigers will be back to serve.
Coach K getting some words to this Coug team to help them keep this lead. Just up by 1. Tigers knocking on the door.
And Kumanova. And Walls to Ryan. With the power, but unable to kill the point. What a block, but it's just too far wide by Bleshkova. Would have been an absolute amazing block.
Great call there by Nishimura on the back line, the backup libero, the senior, showing some of that experience. Great judgment.
And Walls. And unfortunately, Veronica is not able to keep in the kill. So again, Tigers point.
Another missed swing. Vreeling's going to come in for Veronica. I said earlier, I love the way she's been aggressive, but she just looks a little bit rattled tonight, not quite on her game. Hopefully she can build back some momentum as it looks like she's going to get a break.
And that is 3-0 run for the Tigers. So again, the Cougs looking to have a momentum change now.
Great placement.
Make it 4-0. Make it 4-0.
Wow.
Barbero tried to get her hands under it, but a great diving effort, but again, just not quite enough.
Groningen, the junior middle blocker, again, just putting it down. Great touch, as we've seen all night from her, leading this team in kills. Now up to 8. Great effort. Cougs need another timeout. Coach K not happy about it. We'll be right back on KUGR Sports as we're in a tight match. Tigers up 20-18.
Welcome back. We have a 20-18 Tigers lead, and it appears they listened to me last time out when I said they needed to get something going. Katie Ryan. Oh, and the kill. Attempted to be blocked by the Tigers, but bounced off the hands and outside of the back of the Cougars side. So we're going to see a 19-20 game right now.
Golding comes in for Ryan, who's been a little bit of a spark off the bench. Love to see her back into play here.
Oh, and what a put away by Alexa Edwards.
Edwards has picked it up in the second set. I'm not sure her total kills. I believe it's in the set, I think 3 or 4. But she's definitely been much more active than that first set. And I like to see her getting more involved because she's definitely the centerpiece of this Tigers team.
And Edwards to serve. Vreeling puts it back over. And Edwards, oh my goodness. What a dig by Barbero. Vreeling. Unable to end the point. Golden, Brewstad keeps it alive. Very chaotic point here. Oh, and number 5, Zoe John makes a bit of an error for the Tigers.
That was a great point by both teams. A long rally, lasted about 30 to 45 seconds there. Great effort, but Zoe John just couldn't quite get underneath it at the end, not the way she wanted to. Looks like Veronica is going to come back in
place of Vreeling. Yep.
Schrader's going to give her a second chance. Vreeling's just been a little bit quiet tonight. I mean, both players have been quiet tonight, but looking to give her a third chance here.
Blocked by Walls. Pacific on the attack. Saved by Barbero. Walls to Brewstad. Kept alive by Kumanova. Oh, what a save. Oh, so close to a picture-perfect save by Barbero. But comes up just short. And we now have a 2-point Tigers lead here.
Barbero and Brewstad both getting in on the action there, trying their best to keep it alive. But again, the placement and the power of this Tigers offense in this set has been much better than the first. Still a tight game, but have all the momentum right now.
And Dylan Gilkey to serve for the Tigers. Oh, what a slam by Blushkova.
The Cougs have been looking for that over the past 10 points or so. We haven't seen a Blushkova hit for a few minutes. Excellent work to get the job done. Love to see her get that 6'5", height up there and put it away.
While the war at the net can be fun to see. The fan in me just gotta love the power. And immediately, Walls making her impact felt yet again at the net. It's gonna be a block, and now we have a tie game here.
Great effort again by Walls. She's having an excellent night. Somebody to keep your radar on for the rest of this game. I think she could be the difference maker here.
Blushkova to serve. Oh, kept alive by Golden. Brewstad, what a well-placed ball.
Kumanova just couldn't quite get underneath that one either. Again, Brewstad, she's been pretty good tonight. 7 of 18 so far for a 27% hitting percentage. Good work. Love to see her back in the action as well. Definitely spreading the wealth tonight.
Blushkova to serve. Oh, and it looks like a error by Margarita Johnny.
Johnny put everything into that one. She thought she had it, I could tell. She really wanted to put that thing away and make this game, make the end of the set a really tough one for the Cougs, but now Cougs are to set point, looking to finish it off.
Bowler Gym is on their feet because they know set point is a big deal. Walls to Brewstad. Kept alive by Kumanova. Kept up by Blushkova. Oh, and chaos at the net, and the Tigers will come away with that point.
Abby Miller getting in on her first action of the night. Good work to get up there and step up when it matters. We haven't seen much of her, not much of the action, not much on the scoreboard, but the intangibles are showing through. Tigers looking to tie this game up.
Jenna Heller to serve with all the pressure.
Oh, excellent
serve. What a serve. Golden unable to get her hands under it, and we have a tie ball game.
There's nothing Golden could do about that. That just floated right over the net, just barely over the top, and that thing just dropped fast. What a serve, and what a finish by Heller.
Oh, but it evens out. Service error by Heller gives the Cougs a 1-point lead again.
Great judgment call by Walls. Katie Ryan's going to come back in, get that height back in on the front line. I love that move from Coach Schrader. Cougs looking to end it here. Good serve.
Taken live by Swain. Heller. Oh, it was blocked, but Katie Ryan
just didn't know where it was.
Oh, yeah.
She pushed it up. Sheck was there with her. Just couldn't find the ball. Bounced off the top of her. Point for the Tigers. Again, the Tigers aren't doing this pretty, but they're doing just enough on each of these points, getting enough power behind the balls to make it awkward for the Cougs to respond. 25-all.
Nishimura to serve. Vreeling. Walls. Brewstad, what a kill. Are you kidding me? And in a time like this, when it's 25-25, you gotta love to see that effort.
Absolutely. She's stepping up when they need her. Brewstad, one of the leaders on this team, second in kills. Excellent work. I've loved the way she's finishing this set.
Not afraid to paint the line either.
Absolutely.
She will be back to serve.
Signature power. Veronica's back in. Again, getting some height up front.
Oh, and the serve.
Kept alive by Swain.
Almost an error by the Tigers. They will keep it alive, and there it is. There is the set. Katie Ryan with the kill when they needed it the most. The Cougars will go up 2-0.
That's the Katie Ryan I've been wanting to see all game. Excellent work there. I love her tenacity and her ability to just let the experience shine through. She had a rough couple of points at the end there. Again, she's still getting back from that injury, really getting used to using that shoulder. And just her ability to keep working through it, not get down on the points, and just leave everything on the court has been very impressive. Coach Schrader's got to be happy with the way they finished that set. Obviously a little closer than you want to see it. 27-25 and 26-24 are pretty close for a team that struggled in conference play, or for an opponent that struggled in conference play. But good work from the Cougs.
And yet again, I mean, we're looking at a mirror of what it's been all season, where it's you've got players like Walls, you've got players like Ryan, and Brewstad, who are really just leading the team through experience.
Exactly.
And you just got to love to see it. I mean, if you're a younger player on this team, there is definitely players to learn from.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes a good program. So,
well, there's been a lot of young, promising players this season. Bleshkova, Brecken Sheck, even Veronica, a couple other players, some transfers like Kylie Wong. I've been loving to see how they've adjusted and how they're learning from the veterans. But this team is still built around its veteran leadership. You got a couple grad students, you got Walls, you got Golden, you got some seniors, and Katie Ryan, Sage Brewstad. They're definitely going to be missed next season. But right now, I know they're focused on this season. They're not waiting to see what happens next because they know that they still have a chance to make this tournament. It's going to be an uphill battle. Still got a long way to go in getting up in that RPI with just 3 to 4 matches left to go. Maybe you need a little less than that. So it's important and critical for this Cougs team to finish out strong. And so, and both teams, there's a lot of experience. Got several seniors and grad students between both teams. Definitely heavy upperclassmen teams. So they're going to both be relying on that veteran experience to really lead the way for their promising young talent.
And especially after, losing to the powerhouses in the conference,
right?
Going 1-9 against the top 3 teams. At that point, you just kind of need to turn around. You need to sit down. And you need to ask, who are we as a team? And it seems that the Cougars have done that. Again, up 2-0, and are playing well here in Bowler.
Absolutely. Yeah, the specific matchup is a chance for the Cougs to get back on the momentum after suffering 2 sweep losses. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but again, like I said earlier, this team with its veteran leadership, a lot of experience. Coach Corey Schrader being on the March Madness team last year that finished top 20 in the nation last year. Obviously not quite as good of a season from them, but I love the way they've been playing, the way they've been strong, and they've got a couple tough matchups coming up, including LMU, who's the best in the conference, and a top 40 team by RPI this season. So again, the way the Cougs have been finishing out these sets has been great, and I would love for them to see them close it out in the third set and do it even more convincingly.
For sure.
All right, we've got an extended timeout here. Volleyball's version of halftime after the second set, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
And we are back. The Cougs have come out on the court, pumped each other up, getting ready to, in their eyes, hopefully take this third set, get a clean sweep here in bowler.
If I'm Coach Gibbons for Pacific, I can't be too mad at the way they played the first 2 sets. I mean, they kept it so close. Both were 2-point losses for them. And this team, I mean, obviously going down 2 sets is tough. And this year has been pretty consistently, when they go down 2 sets, it's a loss. But for how close they've kept it, I could definitely see them taking another set here. You got to love the way Alexa Edwards has been playing, and I've been very impressed with the way Groningen has been stepping up on multiple occasions. Just getting very active in there. 42 attempts between the two of them. So we'll see who steps up next. I think they're definitely going to be looking for some more action from Kumanova, and hopefully the defense of Swain. But an all-around team effort is really what this team needs. Y'all impressive Walls is going to start off the set.
And Walls, Swain will keep it up. Katie Ryan sends it right back over, and chaos ensues. Swain was almost able to keep it up. It almost looked like a collision out there.
Swain and Heller both diving into the ball. Obviously, that's Swain's main job there as the libero, to get in there and get those digs. A little bit of a miscommunication, and it cost them the point.
Walls, Swain. There's Heller, and there it is again. Time and time again, you see it. Katie Ryan and that red wall up there.
Great work. This team just loves to get up there, get tall, get strong. And the length of those two, Katie Ryan and Sage Brewstad, is just impeccable. Some of the best I've seen in some Cougs in a while.
And Brewstad, unable to get the block. Oh no, it looks like a violation by the Tigers. So that'll be a Coug point.
Kumanova racks up her 4th error of the game. She's been a little inconsistent tonight, just hitting the wrong part of the net there, costing another Tigers point. Cougs starting off the set pretty well.
Kumanova, there's Heller. Kept alive by Barbero. Walls over to Vreeling, blocked by Kumanova. The makings of a good point. There's Heller. Kumanova and in. That will be a Tiger point. 2-2.
Great work there at the ends. Kumanova redeeming herself after the attack error. Despite the number of errors she's had tonight, I love how all over the place she is, how active she is. She's really looking to provide a spark for this Tigers team that's had a lack of a clear leader tonight.
Walls to Ryan, that dynamic duo, and they get it done.
You can't do anything about that. Again, like I said earlier, Ryan doesn't really have to rely much on that strong arm that she has. I love how she's been able to adjust this season, really rely on some touch, find a new way to unlock different parts of her game. And I think she's just really expanded her arsenal since she's gotten here 4 years ago.
And especially tonight, that duo is looking so dynamic.
Oh, absolutely.
And kept alive by Brustad. Walls to Ryan. Oh! And just as I said it, the duo goes for the kill, and it will be blocked.
Abby Miller getting in there again. We've only seen her a few times tonight. She's on and off the court. But when she's in there, she's been really putting on a really strong effort, and I love the way she's been able to get up there. She's got a couple blocks now, or one block and one dig, but a couple kills as well.
Nishimura to serve.
Just wide.
And just wide by Veronica.
Again, good effort, but just not quite there. Veronica's been missing on a few of them. She really needs to get her shot under control, and hopefully on the next time out, Coach K can get that in for her.
There's Katie Ryan, showing the power, but again, the Tigers keeping it into play. Alexa Edwards sending it back over. Katie Ryan, tried to be fancy with it, tried to tap it.
That's going to be a double hit on the Cougs. Yeah, and even with how strong the frontal attack on the outside for the Cougs has been, the Tigers' defense has really held up, keeping many of these sets close in what could be dominating sets by the Cougs.
And the serve rattles just barely over the net, gets put back, and then Edwards slams it down.
Edwards had a free ball there and just didn't let the Cougs have any chance to get back on it. Great work by the Tigers. Started off with a great serve, and Edwards just finished it.
So 6-3 Tigers taking an early set 3 lead here. But as soon as we say that, mental error by Nishimura. We're going to have a service error directly into the net.
We haven't seen any service errors in a while. It's been mostly block errors and attack errors on the front end. So the Cougs hoping that there's a little bit of a sign of some mistakes to come for the Tigers.
Logan Golden to serve, and she will replicate it.
Returns
this
the favor.
Not into the net. The serve will be long.
Jinxed it a little bit there. Back-to-back service errors for both teams. See what happens with this one.
And Gilkey to serve. Hoping to undo this trend that we're seeing here. Gets it in play. Barbero. Walls. Tried to be fancy with it, but read like a book by Margarita Gianni.
Walls did her best job there, but standing a few inches under six feet, it just doesn't do the trick. Simply wasn't tall enough for that one. Again, she tends to play taller than she is, but couldn't quite get there.
Golden to Walls. Over to Bleshkova. And Pacific putting it in play. But an error there. Just not the greatest set for the Tigers. So that'll be point Cougars. And we will see Veronica.
Cougs get a point on that one. We're entering a critical phase of this match. As Cougs are down 8-5, the Tigers are looking pretty good. They're definitely going to have to get some momentum here.
But an error there again. Looks like that was Kumanova, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't handle the serve properly.
Yep, and Veronica getting some redemption there. Just getting exactly what the Cougs needed.
Kumanova handles this one perfectly. The power from Edwards, but not enough. Brustad answers right back. What a kill by Brustad. And again, if you're trying to get momentum, it's not just the points you get, it's the type of points you get. And something like that, a kill like that, is what fires up a team.
You're so right. Getting strength behind those really puts the mark on it.
And immediately, the wind and the sails have been deflated. We have a service error from Veronica.
Second of the set for, or maybe even third of the set for the Cougs. Need to bounce back from that one. Vreeling's going to come in for Willadula.
Heller to serve for the Tigers. Kept up by Golden. Walls over to Bleshkova. And that is unable to be taken by the Tigers. Point Cougars.
Bleshkova did just enough, mimicking Katie Ryan the past few points, just using a little bit of a nice soft touch and gets the job done, not needing to use the power that she normally uses.
Bleshkova
Excellent
keeps it
serve.
in play. Walls. And right there, Sheck. Nice kill. Found the one spot the Tigers could not defend.
Great job by the freshman. This is a almost fully upperclassmen lineup on the floor right now. But I love her ability to get up there, be strong, and she has a promising future with this Cougs team.
And Pacific on the attack. Oh, what a slam by, I believe, Edwards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Edwards had all the power behind that. She had the power of the entire WCC behind that one. Again, she continues to impress me. I haven't seen her play much this season, so just to see it in person and see her attack with that power, she definitely has more power than anybody between these two teams. And that's saying a lot given Katie Ryan's abilities.
Brewstad tries to put it away, goes back to Brewstad. Swain keeps it alive for the Tigers. To Heller, to Edwards. Walls keeps it up. Chaotic point ensuing. And Kumanova, and the kill is out. That is the point, Cougs. And again, the creativity of the Cougs to keep that up.
The refs are going to give that one to Pacific. It just barely went on in the line. Cougs celebrated early, but it just barely painted the corner. Corey's having an issue with that one. I think he's going to challenge that call. It was definitely close. I was totally on board with you on that one. It looked way out to me.
Yeah, had me fooled.
Yeah, the refs going to talk it over here. All four of them coming to have a conversation. Cougs going to use a chance to talk it over, get used to it. Katie Ryan and Bleshkova looking to instill some confidence in this team along with the coach. And Gibbons is just going to watch by and see what this outcome is. We'll stick around because this challenge is not going to replay yet. Refs simply talking it over. Have you liked the way the Cougars have been playing so far in this set?
Oh, it's been awesome. And again, the power, too, is what you're seeing, especially in this set. They're not afraid to absolutely lay that ball out.
Those statement kills are what's really sealing the deal on some of those points.
Absolutely.
Again, the Tigers defense just continues to hold on, playing the way they need to. And we'll see what this call is going to come back as. The ref's talking with Gibbons.
And you would
Pacific
think
coach.
Going into the third set, there would be much less errors. Maybe, the team's better adapted. Maybe they warmed up a bit. But it seemed that set 3 has almost had, a lot more errors than the other two sets.
Yeah, great observation. I mean, the first two sets weren't by any means clean either, and no set's ever that super clean. But the attacks looked a little bit more cohesive in those first two sets. This most recent set has just been all over the place. Seen lots of different players get involved, and that's meant a lot of different errors, whether it be on the serve, which we've seen about 3 to 4 between both teams, if not more, and then quite a few just mistimed jumps on the front line. Ref's still looking this over. We'll come back in just a moment as the ref makes the call. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We have a tied game, 10-10, Cougars and Tigers, in set number 3. And Walls for the Cougars to serve.
Walls, who's been on a roll tonight with the serve.
And Katie Ryan put back. The Tigers were thinking they could get their hands underneath the serve, get it all balanced out, but no. Katie Ryan there to wash away any hopes that they had.
Katie Ryan getting to the double digits now. She's playing great. 34% hitting percentage, not too shabby on the night.
Ooh, almost an error by Swain of the Tigers, but able to recover. Vreeling sends it back over. Pacific's turn to attack. Katie Ryan, what a block. And the craftiness of Jenna Heller.
Heller getting in on the action after being a bit quiet tonight. That's just her first kill of the night. She's been active elsewhere, but on the offensive end, we haven't seen much from her. She's more of an assist person than she is an attacker, but great to see her get in there.
Swain to serve. There's Walls. Brustad, and off the hands of, it appears, Kumanova.
That was a flawless play. I mean, just into set or dig to set to spike, perfectly well timed. I love the way they were quick at it and nice and efficient. Good job by Brustad.
Brustad to serve. And another service error. So again, keeping up with the same trend that we're seeing here in set 3. Anytime one team wants to jump out to a lead, the other might just make a mental error.
That's going to be Brustad's second on the night. A little bit rare from her. She is one to take risks, but. And another one. Goodness.
And the Tigers give it right back.
Again, it's not uncommon to see a few service errors a set, but there's been a lot of the service errors we've seen tonight. There's been 14 in total on the night, but I believe we've seen 6 to 7 just in the set. So, as you said earlier, a little bit of a messy set. We'll see what happens here.
Barbero to serve.
Little floater.
And Heller does it again. The craftiness. Little fake job and able to loft it right over the wall.
Heller coming alive.
It looks like Barbero is down for the Cougs. Able to get up. Good to see she's all right.
Took a hard fall to the floor. Yeah, fans giving her some cheers. She's going to get a talk from the assistant coach. She's put a lot of effort in tonight, and I can tell it's wearing on her a bit, but she's not giving up. And for someone who's been such a defensive presence for this team, she's definitely going to – it would be tough if the Cougs lost her. Getting a little bit of a quick medical examination. Her eyes are good. Vision's good. She's chilling. And Cougs hoping that'll inspire some confidence.
High fives galore on the Cougs side.
Yep.
Can only hope that means good things to come.
Nishimura on the serve.
Walls out to Veronica. And crafty play by Edwards. But it doesn't matter. Katie Ryan with the kill.
It's never enough. It's never enough when you give Katie Ryan an easy ball at the net. It was just right in her pocket, and she just did exactly what she needed to do. Good work. Way to get some power behind it, hit it low, and get it right between those two middle blockers. Great work.
Logan Golden back to serve for the Cougs. And what a block. Are you kidding me? Veronica Bodula.
Bodula and Fleshkova both on that one. Love the two Eastern Europeans getting on that one together. They just pack a lot of punch, a lot of height, and just I love their ability to get up there and show the technique that they've been working on all season. Obviously, Bleshkova, the stronger of the two in terms of being up there in blocks in the WCC and leading the team in blocks. But Veronica just gets in there sometimes, and she did what she needed to do on this occasion. So great to see her getting some momentum back after a back and forth night so far. We will head to a timeout as the Cougs take the lead 15-13. We will be right back here on KUGR Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. We have a 15-13 lead for the Cougars. And Golden to serve. Kumanova to Heller. Over to Edwards, and oh my goodness, what a kill by Edwards.
Edwards has been a great all-around player tonight, was showing her biggest strength, which is just power on the attack. Again, showing why she's the leader in this conference in kills. Great job getting into that back corner where nobody else was. Brewstad nor Barbero were ready for that one.
And served. And as a response, we get Lucy Bleshkova with a kill of her own.
Good job by Bleshkova. Just her fourth kill on the night. But way to get in there, get strong, and place it off the defender in just the right fashion.
Victoria to serve. Veronica. And Bleshkova unable. Looked like a pretty good block, but it's going to bounce just wide for the Cougars. So we will see Jenna Heller serving for the Tigers.
Yep, not another clean block. As usual, the substitution we've seen multiple times tonight. Vreeling in for Veronica. Getting some power back in.
Heller. Walls looking to block and unable to do so.
Edwards showing off her jumping ability there. Got on her toes, kept active, got high, and did just enough to bounce it off the net and make it an awkward positioning for the Cougs. Great point there by the experienced Edwards.
Vreeling keeps it alive. Walls over to Brewstad. Oh, my goodness. Swain keeps it alive. It appears there was a violation. Net violation on the Tigers. So we will see that as a Cougs point.
Cougs just up by 1. That was something they needed there. They've been struggling through a lot of these points. Oh, we'll see what happens next.
Bleshkova to serve. Edwards sends it back over. Walls. Brewstad, crafty, and point Cougars.
Great little dump there. Brewstad showing off some multi-tool ability. She's usually reliant on that right arm, but great job to mix it up and fool that Tigers defense, taking off from Katie Ryan.
Bleshkova, Ishimura, Edwards, oh, but blocked by the red wall. Edwards just puts it back into play for the Cougars. And Brewstad, oh, kept alive by the foot of Edwards. Ishimura, back over. But it doesn't matter. Breckencheck, the freshman, able to end such a chaotic point. But honestly, fun to watch.
That was a fun point to watch. That's unfortunate because I loved seeing Edwards get her foot on that one. She has 9 digs to go along with double-digit kills tonight. I'd love to see her getting into all the action, diving on the floor, looking like a defensive specialist out there. But again, like you said, the freshmen of Wazoo have just played really well so far. So way to finish that point, and all that matters is the execution at the end. Quick timeout again as Gibbons will talk it over with his squad, looking to make up a 3-point comeback as the Cougs are just 6 points away from victory. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for more KUGR Sports, and we will be right back.
Welcome back to a 19-16 game in favor of the Cougs, trying to end this one here in set 3. Served by Bleshkova, kept alive. And Nishimura, and not the block that the Cougars were hoping for.
Block error by Breckenshek and Jaden Walls, both trying to get up there. Again, great effort by Edwards to get up there and get strong.
And we seem to have a Tigers player down, walking a little gingerly. That is Jenna Heller. Her teammates come to her aid to make sure she's all right.
Heller, the senior from Gilbert, Arizona, one of the many experienced players on this team, looking a little shaken up. She's going to stay on the floor. Crowd giving her a round of applause. But Greg Gibbons definitely concerned for one of his most experienced players on the squad. A little shaken up, but I think she's going to stay in this ball game.
And it appears we do have a sub, but it is not for Heller. We are going to see Nishimura sub out for Abby Miller.
Miller, the senior opposite. Love to see her in some of these critical moments. I like how Gibbons is playing her at the right times and taking advantage of her almost clutch factor.
And Edwards to serve. And well long.
Yeah, if it didn't hit that ref, it was going to go a few feet even longer.
Yeah. So 20-17. Cougars lead here in set 3, trying to sweep the Tigers. And again, it's 2-0 set score. The Cougars are looking like a sweep, but I mean, it's not. This has been a close match.
Yeah, the sweep won't tell the full story here.
For sure. And Walls over to Brewstad, looking to be fancy, and she gets it again.
Brewstad, that's the second time in the last 5 points that she's been able to do that. Great job on the touch again. Keeping it close to the line to make it difficult for those front few to get on it after the mistimed walk. And the Cougs are in prime position to put this game away, this match away overall. 21-17 Cougs, up by 4 in set number 3, looking for a sweep. That's not going to tell the full story, but this final set might be the one where the Cougs really put the stamp on it. Again, another timeout as the Tigers talk it over. Cougs get ready to finish it out. And you're listening to KUGR Sports. Stay with us.
And we are back, 21-17 in favor of the Cougs.
Tigers on their last straw played an excellent match, but still down. 2-0 is all that matters.
Walls to serve. Miller saved by Edwards. Oh my
Wow.
goodness, Swain. What a recovery. And
Wow.
a block by Margarita Johnny.
What an excellent point there. Johnny and Swain and Edwards, all three of them. Edwards first, keeping it barely alive. Looks like she had given up on the play, but just got a touch. Swain getting it over. And then the block at the end there. What an excellent
Tigers
point.
showing the resiliency.
Yeah.
And Walls, Brewstad, and
Point
unable
Cougs.
to get it back over the net. Point Cougars.
Brewstad did just enough to force an error there. Nothing pretty. This game has been full of complicated, confusing, frustrating even points, but still getting the job done.
Brewstad to serve. Oh, good recovery from Swain. And the libero, Barbero, able to recover, and Katie Ryan, if I'm not mistaken,
is going to get that point. Just got the deflection at the end. Sailed long, but got the touch. And the Cougs, they've been playing great on the front line, but there's been a few occasions where they've just gotten lucky. And you need all the luck you can get in such a close match.
2 points away. Brewstad to serve. Kumanova. Oh my goodness, what a kill by Kumanova.
Kumanova looking clean there. Yeah. Kumanova looking to get up to double-digit kills at the end of this set. Great shot there. And we'll see what Coach Schrader does after this next point.
Kumanova to serve. Almost tripped as she went up, it looked like. Walls up to Vreeling. Oh, and the power from Vreeling. Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
We haven't seen Vreeling in a while. An excellent shot. Sets the Cougs up for a set point, match point. And Vreeling might prove herself to be the real hero of this match at the end here, especially if she continues up that play.
Match point. Barbero to serve. Kumanova. And it's over. That's it.
And who else gets in there but Lucy Bleshkova? Man, what a way to end the point. Obviously not on a crazy kill like you might expect from Sage Brewstad or Katie Ryan, but Bleshkova just keeping it to fundamentals, getting tall, and keeping the Tigers' offense from doing what they've been doing all night.
And it's metaphorical too. You know, when you look back at the match, you're gonna go, what did the Cougs show? Well, oh, the grit and amazing skill. They showed their ability to contend at the net, and that's exactly how the match is going to end. By a Bleshkova block.
Yeah, for the number of kills that Sage Brewstad and Katie Ryan had, both with 14, totaling 28 total, leading the way between both teams. Despite their efforts, you're right, the way they jousted at the net, the ability to force block errors on both sides was really what won the game. It's definitely a very feisty game for both teams. But credit to the Tigers for keeping it close almost the whole way through. But the Cougs showed their experience in this last set. Love the ability of a couple of the freshmen to step up in Bleshkova and Sheck. And great win here for the Cougs. Looking to get some momentum going into the next few games as we wrap up this WCC season and the season overall. And great job by Bleshkova to finish off the game for the Cougs.
So the Cougs will move to 13-8 and look to round out their last 6 matches in a positive way. Definitely a much-needed win. I mean, yes, they swept Gonzaga, but outside of that, it was looking pretty dire over the course of the last 4 games. So to pull out a sweep of their own here, great stuff from the Cougs.
For sure.
It's everything you want to see.
This team's definitely been on a little bit of a roller coaster season. Obviously, they're still in good position right now at 13-9. That's far from a bad record. But this team's just been up and down. Started off the season a little slow, then picked it up at the end of non-conference schedule, played good in the first 2 conference games, played fairly consistently, getting a couple wins, lost, couple wins, lost. Past 4 games, as you said, have been a little rough, but definitely a very good win for them to pick it up, play strong, and just showing execution. despite the sloppiness of a couple of these points here and the definitely a lot of service errors between both teams. And their ability to show the execution and just finish the points is really what mattered most for this team. So I like the way they're playing, and hopefully they can finish strong, especially with a couple of critical matchups coming up. What did you think of the Tigers' performance tonight and the way Pacific played?
I felt the Tigers, they, as we said, they kept it close. But if you're going to beat the Cougs, you need to let them make the errors, service errors included, and you yourself play a polished game. And I felt like every time, and this went both ways, but every time the Cougars committed an error, the Tigers said, I can do that as well.
Absolutely.
Watch me do it. And they give the ball right back to the Cougs. So again, good effort, but you need to play as a more cohesive front if you plan on beating the Cougs. So.
Right, the Cougs caught a lot of breaks. Both teams caught a lot of breaks. Lots of errors between both teams. Definitely not the cleanest game I've ever seen. But like you said, the Tigers just couldn't capitalize on any of them, and the momentum swings were never significant. A couple 5-0 runs here and there, but nothing that really put the game away as both teams kept it so close. So great job from the Cougs. Hit double the percentage of the Pacific Tigers, playing the same way they did in the first game, out blocking them, out hitting them in terms of efficiency. Obviously, the power of Alexa Edwards cannot be understated, but the Cougs just doing just enough as usual and playing so strong on that front line to get the win. So let's wrap it up here. I think that was a great match here. Great effort from both squads. Good win, though, for the Cougs as they look to continue this momentum going forward. I'm Connor Seuferling, and I'm here with
Peyton Yager.
And it was great being on the call with you tonight as we head out. You are listening to KUGR Sports, and thanks for being with us tonight.